Hey guys, it's Steph. Welcome back to the Cantina. If you don't have a drink, go and order one. Uh, pull up a chair, pull up a bar stool. Nobody's yours, but I'm gonna get into it because I know people will, uh, come in later. And here we go. Hey Joey, what's up, man? Anyway, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the REYLOs. Um, Anybody who knows me knows that I can't stand any of it, and to the point where I no longer can tolerate Adam Driver because of it, because of his fans. Hey Dave, how you doing? I literally just go, I see him and I'm done. Why his fans? You start thinking about his fans have doxed his wife, have approached his wife, asking her to leave him so Daisy can marry. I mean, here's the question. Have they approached, oh, I'm fine. Have they approached Daisy's boyfriend? You know, these are questions we all need to ask. Please hit the like button. Please, 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 please. Hey Jay, how you doing, man? I really wish I could figure out a way to do this so we could actually do it real live. You know, I really, really wish, because then we could actually, have a real conversation. But anyway, guys, if you don't sub to the Boxing Jedi Temple, do it because he's great. Yeah, I am. You know what? Here's the deal about this. And hi, General Katarn. Here's the deal. Brian Young wanders along like whatever, supporting this REYLO shit and everything. And all right, this week just said Brian Young's a cunt. And I just, okay, Stig, whatever. I wonder if Stig understands that Stig Johansson's actually a character from Heartbreaker Ridge. Hey, Karamia. Anyway, we'll go back. So Brian Young whining about supporting, it's Saturday night, Karamia. Hey, Maze, how you doing? Maze is here. Maze is here. Metal signs, Maze is here. Anyway, and he's wandering around doing that, and then he doxes a parody account. He thinks. I'm not even sure that parody account is attached. Hey, Gabriella, is attached to the person he doxed. And he's got, oh, Geek Girl Diva, Pablo Hidalgo, Pablo's wife, Matt Martin, who should know better, attached to it. Yeah, they doxed a parody account. Ruin Johnson, you know that one? Yeah, they doxed that one. Now, he doesn't care. I mean, he's told people, I'm fine until Lethal Lightning. I'm cared. I'm fine. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Okay, fine. We get it. I would say the same thing, because I'm fine. We need about 50 more people here. Bob Iger. He does, Stig. And, hey, C. And, I sent him the tweets. I don't even think he sees them. I really, really don't. I mean, I'm like, your employees are making you look like an asshole. And yet, there we go. It is getting out of hand, Gabriella. It really is. And I don't get it. I mean, but you've got Lucasfilm employees, actually Pablo Hidalgo and his creepy little wife, who incidentally looks like Rose Tico, just want to get that out, cheering him on. And Matt Martin, who's a member of the story group. What is this on my, all right, there we go. That's gone. Okay, I didn't even know what that was. Anyway, and this is going on, and it's on the cusp of the Nat celebration, which I'm calling that. Ooh, see, here we go. See, drunk. My best friend in the whole world gave this to me for Christmas, and this is the Steph official wine glass. Yeah, this is the only night I actually really drank during Lent because I gave it up. All right, we're fasting. So tomorrow at 6, I can't do this anymore. And Stiggy, you're right. You're totally right. Yeah, they are. And he knows it. I mean, hey, Mike Sidious. They doxed Drew and Johnson, you know, the parody account. You know, when we all follow who's trashed everybody. And we don't really, I mean, this is me. Do a parody account of me. I don't care. Do one. I mean, seriously, do one. I mean, you know, I mean, I love it. I would laugh my ass off. Do it. I mean, seriously, do it. Because if you do it, we'll all laugh and it'll be funny and ha ha ha. You know, but when you're an insecure asshole and the people that you work with, like Pablo Hidalgo, his creepy little wife, Matt Martin, God damn it, what is it? Sorry, anybody named Mike. Matt Martin and the rest of the Lucasfilm degenerates wander around, you know, worried about what people think. Really? Don't piss off the fan base. I mean, and they're all worried about this guy over Ruin Johnson, who, and what's funny is they know that everything he did is gone. We hope. I mean, I just, you know, I'm just like, you know, whatever. And, oh, let's see, who's that? Who's that? Hey, Shish Val. Metal signs. Yo, dude. So anyway, what else is going on? Okay, we're talking about the REYLOs. Oh, we should do that. Oh my God, boxing. You do that and I will laugh my ass off. Somebody, I might even do that. Please hit the like button, please. I might even do that. I'm up against Odin. I didn't think he was going to be around tonight, but he is. Seriously. That's the funniest thing ever. Yes, they do. Ooh. Here's something. Josie Milestone, if you're watching it, you're going to laugh your ass off. Here's something I'm on a need-to-know basis and I don't need to know. Geek Girl Diva got a 24 karat dildo and she posted it on Twitter. I'm like, really? And then whines about her guys. I know, ew. Yeah, we all get to see. I mean, I think I saved those. Maybe I'll go back and find them. I know. Thanks. But she also talks about her period ad nauseum. To me, here's the deal. The whole shipping panel should be canceled. And the reason why is this. After the crap, oh God, okay. After the crap, Dave, stick. Well, look at her. Have you ever seen a picture of her? Really? Have you? I mean, it's like, I get you want to be real, but I grew up with hippies. Hippies are the 4 older girls in my family are hippies, and if they saw her, they cry. Hey, Mass Panther. Drunk C3PO is here. Drunk. Do. Here he is. Do. We're all dancing. Do. Damn it. I wish I could do this on the phone like the right way. Anyway, so, you know, they're doing the shipping panel and it's wrong. It really is wrong because they're enabling a bunch of sickos. I've done like, what, 3 or 4 different videos on how sick they are. And it's like, I mean, the last one, they actually do rape porn. Just watch it. Just go and watch it. You'll cry. You'll cry like a little girl. It is so gross. And there are pictures, of course, they've all gone into the art and spent hours and hours drawing the shit out. And, you know, art is supposed to be uplifting and beautiful. This is like, I know psychologists go, you need to be committed, okay? Really, you do. And they're all, and what I love about this is they're all straight women. Rape. And they are, and you're right, Gabriella, they are. I mean, but here's the problem. They have gone overboard. They have attacked Adam Driver's wife. They've approached her. They've actually, and I'm not going to say some of them, I think quite a few of them, have insisted that she leave her husband so he can marry Daisy. They've gone after Daisy's boyfriend. They've gone after their son. Hey, drunk, anytime, man. You are the man. You are the bomb, dude. I mean, you are the most easygoing guy on the planet, and I love it, because I'm not. So we're like the opposite. I own a thoroughbred mare. Anybody who knows thoroughbreds are like, and I think the reason why she's my buddy is because I get her, because she's like, and I'm like, so there you go. Anyway, but, you know, they're attacking his family. And it's like, why would you do that? And yes, we are. And we're like opposites. You're like the cool brother, and I'm like, you know, anyway. But, I mean, and what I love about the shipping panel is they're like, they're trying to rationalize it for those of us who are like, are you effing shitting me? Well, people wondered if Han and Leia were going to get together, or Luke and Leia. It's like, that was romance. This is sick. There's a whole difference. We actually were raised to understand this. You people are like, spend all day on Tumblr writing perverted fanfic. I mean, you know, Bernie Sanders had a lot to say about people like this. Go look at his ideas that women want to be raped, gang raped. There you go. I'm a libertarian, so I'm like, no, we don't. No, we really, really don't. In fact, Bernie, you're the last human being I'd ever want near me. And that is, no. So, I mean, but this is stuff that, I know, I don't either, Stig. I mean, and that's the thing is, this is, and here's the deal, this is where it comes from. And drunk, listen very closely. When Twilight came out, and then we had 50 Shades of Mommy porn show up, there you go. There you go. 50 Shades of Mommy porn was actually a fanfic that turned into a novel that turned into this shit. And this is where this comes from. These people, this is where they come from. They don't understand what romance is. There's a point. There was a novel, and I can't remember what it was called, and I'll do a video on it. And actually I did a thing about free speech about this book, because Harvard, or it was Yale, decided to take it out of their curriculum because some people, and I'm not going to say what religion that was, hated it, and it wasn't the Christian religion. It was written in the 1700s, and it was the most perverted thing I have ever read in my life. Let me look. Maybe I have it in my shelf. I might be looking at it now. What is this? Let me move this. No, it's not. But I have this novel, and it's I mean, let's put it this way. If you had, maybe drunk, you might know what this novel is. God, I can't remember what it's called. Fanny. It reads like a 17th century, you know, penthouse forum. It really, really does. And that's what this stuff reads like. Only what they do, it's even beyond that. I mean, they do rape porn. I've seen pictures. Hey, Mara Jade. Metal signs, ooh, rah, rah, rah. They do, I mean, I did a video on the right porn thing, and Mara read it, or saw it, if you guys have seen it. And it's Ray sitting in a chair, naked, with her hands handcuffed to the handle, to the arms, her legs handcuffed to the lower part that goes into the chair, to the arms, her legs spread, with Kyle Ren standing before her. I'm never gonna call him Kylo Ren, so don't ask me to. I hate him. Anyway, it's disgusting, and they get worse. Her kneeling down with him standing in front of her, half naked, with her mouth open. And this is what they do. And then they go after his wife, Adam Driver's wife. They go after his son, his kids. Kyle Ren, millennial douchebag, superhero. I don't get it. A bad guy is a bad guy. A bad guy, here's the deal. You guys that grew up with Star Wars, you all were worried about Darth Vader. He was intimidating. The way David Press swaggered in the costume, kind of walks and he's swaggering. He swaggered everywhere. When you're watching Empire, and he's walking along the catwalk, and the Imperial officers look, and he's just swaggering. That's Darth Vader. But when you watch the prequels, it's also Anakin. All right? Yes, they are, Gabriella. They are. Hey, Mo. I don't think so. I really, really don't. I mean, all right, I'm going to go off the subject. Mo asked a question about, is Mark Hamill upset or got upset about Harrison Ford becoming a bigger star? From what I've read, Carrie Fisher and what she wrote, when she met Harrison, she was like, he's going to be a big movie star. Mark wasn't really that different. Mark never had those ambitions. Harrison didn't either. It just happened that way. He went to Hollywood with the idea of being a character actor and just getting work. Guess what? There you go. No, Mo, you were fine. You were great. I understood. Don't worry about it. Yes, this is the glass my best friend in the whole world gave me, and we're doing this big time tonight. So there you go. But no, I mean, when you're a kid, and Harrison is, all right, Mark was 24. Harrison's 10 years older than he is. He's like the big brother. All right. I don't really see being envious of that. I really, really don't. You don't get envious. I'm the youngest of 9. I've never been envious of anybody in my family or anybody older than me or younger or anything. Envy is just nothing I understand. I don't get it. And you did? All right. Here's the deal. Jay met Harry in 96. There. He's been my favorite since I was 9 years old. It is very, and he's not, Mark doesn't have any envy. His politics are wrong. He gets upset about the wrong things. He's very much, you were? All right. Jay was intimidated. Oh, he's the Irish. I think they're related to everybody. I'm probably related. I just remember sliding into the chair when I was 9 with my sisters, their boyfriends, and because I was a little kid and they were taking me to see it, And just when he walked in, that was the best. Yeah, Jay, and he knew it. The dude could steal your girl in one look, and he knew it. He's just like, God damn. Anyway. Oh yes, I would like dissolve. You know, Thanos goes like that, and they just like, that would be me. That would totally be me. I got, you know, it's really funny. I'll tell you a little bit about me, because I want to get back into some of the stuff and what we were going to talk about. But when I went to DC, I ended up having, oh God, I'd be giddy too. I'll tell you about a time I was giddy. I was working for a nonprofit, and the House Majority Leader came to do a talk. And this guy was one of my favorite people in politics. He was one of my heroes. And I had to give the invocation. So it took me a week to come out and come up with what I was going to do. Me being Catholic, I grabbed every Catholic person in the organization. It's like, this has to be right. We're surrounded by Protestants, blah, blah, blah. So I came up with this real great speech, and he slapped me on the back going, that was really good. And I'm like, so there I am. I have eggs in front of me, scrambled eggs, home fries, and a bit of bacon, and I can't eat any of it because Dick Army is sitting next to me, and I'm like, freaked out. So I go up and do this, and I ended up doing fine. And he did his thing. I couldn't even look at him. I'm like, shit. A month later, I'm working for him. I couldn't talk to him for 2 weeks. The day after I started working for him, I had to do his cufflinks. He walks up to me and throws his, and he's got these great big meat hooks because he's a big man. And I'm like, you really? Okay, shit. I mean, I'm literally speechless. 2 weeks later after that, I was like, hey boss, how you doing? Whatever. Oh, Joey, I just, no. Indy, I don't know. Well, let's go back to what we were talking about. I mean, yes, he does. I actually have a friend named Chrissy who's married to a stuntman and knew him. They used to race snowmobiles up in Jackson. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Waving. And let me tell you the stories. Great guy, very real, down to earth. And Chris is like, he's so handsome, and he's got the biggest hands I've ever seen. And she was in TV shows and stuff. Gorgeous, gorgeous woman. I'm like, Chrissy, I wish I was you. I mean, just to say, you know, I know a lot of people. I actually, there are a couple of people here who actually saw some pictures of him in situations that I've mutual friends of ours, him and me, have had. And I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do. I would die. I want to be able to talk to him. But now let's go back to this REYLO shit. So, you know, we've got this pan. No, Chrissy Sigalakis. All right. No, you don't. Nick Sigalakis is her husband. Long time ago, in a very galaxy far, far away. Whatever. Anyway, so anyway, we've got the shipping panel, and they're encouraging this. Then we've got Brian Young, who's under Ergo, not whatever. He's got a doxing account, a burner account, as Lethal called it, and he's doxing people. Ergo, Brian, dox me. Please dox me. Come up to my door. Come into my house. Okay? Do it. I want you to. Really, I really, really do. That's how I feel. It has gotten out of hand. And I love about this. It's illegal in some places, but not everywhere. Why not? Why not? I want you all to think about this. Why not? So he's got a burner account. And what's funny is that everybody that we don't like at Lucasfilm, from Pablo Hidalgo, his creepy little wife, Chrissy, Matt Martin, and Geek Girl Diva, who my dog would run away from screaming. because she's, are following this and watching it. They're upset because there is a parody account, Ruin Johnson, about Ryan Johnson, who has fried all of us, right? I'm giving you all this. You know, I wouldn't, I don't, why care? And that's it. That's what they're doing. And it's unprofessional. What do you guys think of this? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, because I'm just, if you like, please like it. Please like, we're almost even. Oh my God. This is so cool. So I just go, oh, she's crazy. I mean, every time I look at her actual picture and her avatar, I'm like, and I'll bet you $1,000 she's younger than I am. I'll bet you. I'll bet you. Yeah, he is protected now. I get to see what he's saying. It's just, oh, I don't think she is. I think she writes now for StarWars.com, but I'm not sure what she does. He is Luke Skywalker, and he knows that. I mean, he knows. He's caught between a rock and a hard place, because I know he wants to talk about what's going on, and he can't, and it sucks for him. So I just go, Mark, whatever. You know, I disagree with him vehemently on politics because, you know, there's a difference between a leftist and a liberal, and I'm a liberal. I mean, you know, I am a card-carrying member of the Thomas Jefferson party of, you know, I am the captain of my soul and the master of my fate. I don't need the government to tell me what the fuck to do. I know he is. He is the new voice of Chucky. You know, he's doing what he has to. And, well, I mean, but Mara, she just got herself a 24-karat dildo. And she put it in a shadow box and then posted it on Twitter. I mean, we should all be proud. He knows when to stop. I mean, he understands that his fans run the gamut. I want him to write a book. I really, really do. I mean, of course he's going to make Chucky awesome. Chucky, God. You know, but we've got this problem of doxing. We've got this problem of, you know, Lucasfilm employees still feeling empowered to do what they want to do. Now, I thought, after all the crap that went on, you know what, Mara, the only way if there's a one attached and there ain't ever going to be one. I mean, and the way she emasculates men, the kind of man that she probably needs is not ever going to touch her. I'm looking over my shoulder. No, that would go, And what I love about it is she probably thinks that she's like Leia. It's like, no. I think Troy Denning and the rest of the people who wrote Leia in the EU got her perfect. I've read a lot of fanfics that are actually better than ribbly wobbly, higgledy jiggly, herkly jerkly shit that Chuck Wendig has written. You know? And that understood the characters better. I mean, and Maz is right. They did. They did. I've read so much that it's been so much better. You know, the problem thing about the 24-karat dildo is that it's not electric. Unless it's got something where she has to put, you know, AAA batteries in it. You know, and I'm mocking her right now. I really doubt she's ever actually been in a real relationship. But yeah, she's part of the doxing thing. She's part of that whole thing, that assault battery. Stig, oh my god. Hey Stig, do you understand that when Saber, ew, ew, oh that's so gross. Stig, I want to explain to you when Craig, who I hope sees this, was calling you Swede. Have you ever seen the movie Heartbreak Ridge with Clint Eastwood? The big guy they were calling out to like do something bad to Gunny was called Stig Johansson. They call him Swede. Hence why we're calling you Swede. Though you're not, don't get mad. That's where that came from. Okay? And it's actually a really good movie. I suggest you all see it. I know, and by the way, here's a question. Adam Driver, for 50 years ago, he would have gotten past character actor villain. Now he's a heartthrob. Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, who's actually better looking than he was back in the day, can't get more than second string. Why? Why? Heartbreak Ridge is one of my favorite movies. The first time I actually saw it, we went to it with my friend Shelley's mom and dad. He was a retired gunnery sergeant, and yes, he does. And she was a Marine wife. You know, she'd been married to him, and oh my God, the stories they could tell. Oh my God. I mean, honest to God, it was great stuff. Heartbreak Ridge is awesome. I mean, it is. It is. It's. Oh, and Scott Eastwood is a good actor. He really, really is a good actor. He's as good as his dad was. Yeah, Black Hunter, Blackheart, White Hunter, whatever that was called. Yeah, I have to see The Mule. I mean, it's his last movie he's ever going to perform in. You know, Clint harkens back to the days when actual movie stars were real men. Skunk Tool. I remember that. Oh my God. Do you remember? Saber Tilt. All right. I'm laughing my ass off right now, so now we're completely off the thing. But Harrison Ford is too, Jay. He's old school Hollywood too. And they don't want manly men. In fact, I'm going to tell you something. I always ask, how did Han lose the Falcon? There's a comic book where basically and this is so not the character, but the writer who is probably giving Alden Ehrenreich the verbal bajajs, basically writes that Han gave the keys to the Falcon, and you don't give keys to a spaceship, they don't have them, a starship, to an alien valet, and they took off with it. I mean, that's the story that the story group's running with. Because why? Because we mocked Alden Ehrenreich. All right. Here's a question. All right, and this goes to being doxxed, being harassed, being bullied for not liking a movie, just not liking a movie, not liking the direction Lucasfilm is going. I don't like the casting. I know how it happened too, and we're all bad. I loved Cowboys and Aliens. That's actually the closest thing to a real Western Harrison Ford has ever been in. Because as much as I like the Frisco Kid, it's not the Western he should have been in. I could have seen him playing Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. I could have seen him playing, the captain in Lonesome Dove, which he would have been awesome. I mean, the guy has more range than anybody would ever give him credit for. And here's a deal. I want y'all to listen. Anybody who's not commenting, Drunk 3PO, Lethal, Lightning, whatever, watch Mosquito Coast. It is the weirdest movie you've ever seen, but you've never seen Harrison Ford like this. And you'll walk away going, where is Harrison Ford and why? What have you done with him? He's that good. Then go to watch Regarding Henry. All right? Frantic, which is a little more closer to the guy we know, but not that close. Okay? He's literally like being led on a chain till he figures everything out. He has far more range. You know, I mean, he's really a great actor. And as far as I'm concerned, he should have been in more Westerns. Or Regarding Henry, he goes from being a total prick to a complete utter opposite. And somewhere in the middle is probably where a normal human being would be. And it's amazing. He should have been nominated for an Academy Award for that. And he's only nominated for Witness. And that was literally, yeah, it made me cry. Mosquito Coast made me go. I mean, honest to God, he is. Why are we talking about this? We're talking about REYLO. We're talking about being doxxed, and why they're doing a shipping panel. And it's really funny. I mean, I have Craig from Reviews for You told us that she's supposed to be a Palpatine, and that, you know, Kyle Ron sacrifices himself to save her because he loves her. And yet, I don't see it. Why? I don't get it. And, you know, loves her how? To me, I look at this and go, when I look at their characters, if she's a Skywalker, he's not. He's a Palpatine. He's literally done everything that Palpatine did. Everything. To the nth degree. The only thing is he's weak sauce. You know? I know, Stig. I know he was. I mean, he was just doing his thing, and he was really, really good at it. He fell into it. I mean, I live an hour away from where they filmed it, and I think you can actually tour the farm. Hey, Cena, Dave, yo. All right, can tell you again. My best friend gave me this glass for Christmas. This is my official scepter with the nectar of the gods. Anyway, Shaq Skywalker. Hey, Aaron's here. Aaron. All right, there you go. And, you know, I don't live that far away. And I would like to go and look. I would just like to go and just see it. We see a lot of Amish people just driving from here to Chambersburg, driving from here to whatever. There you go, Aaron. Metal hands. And it's like, it's great. That's why I love living here. It is so, we have close access. I'm literally 2 hours away from New York City, an hour away from Philadelphia, 2 hours away from Pittsburgh, and a 15-minute ride from Harrisburg, and I'm in the middle of the country. Very funny. That's a good joke. Haha. Oh, you did, Shaq? Hey, guess what? We're gonna do hangouts with Erin, and I'm gonna like advertise the shit out of this because she's a really great YouTuber. She's young and she needs our support, and she actually absolutely loves Star Wars. She's a big, huge fan of Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader, and she loves Aiden Christensen. So I want you all to go and find her on YouTube and sub to her channel. And, you know, we need to like grow the next generation, because that's who's going to help us And, oh, Hayden, I do too. I love him. It's really funny. After the sequel started coming out, I went back to the prequels and said, "You're welcome, Stephanie." Or, God. I was repeating what you said. Aaron, I'm sorry. I love that. You know. Anyway, yeah, yeah, we're gonna, yeah, we've got 20 minutes. Trust me, I'm gonna make it through this. So anyway, you know, I don't get what what they're doing at Lucasfilm. Here's a question. You've worked in a public position. You are the face of a company. And yet, you act like this to the customers. You dox the customers because they don't like your product. And what's funny is that now that I'm looking at the stuff that's coming on, and I'm going to take a different view. Ryan Johnson saying he doesn't mind JJ doxing, retconning what he did, is saying it's happening. I don't know how much they're going to retcon it. Now, Craig said that we're going to have a form of Reylo because she's a Palpatine. It makes more sense if he was adopted, and I'm talking Kyle Ron, and she's the actual solo kid. Okay? And if you understand that, it would just make more sense. But the whole retconning, I mean, I don't even know what this means. I mean, I don't even care if they bring the Wills in and they turn time back and yes, he did. And then he said, but he didn't say anything against it. He didn't say anything against it. So I'm like, you know, I'm running with it. I'm running with it until I get, no, you're wrong. I lied. I was teasing you. Because you know so much. I hate this. And I really, 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 really hate Kylo Ren. I hate his fans. They've gotten me to the point where I can't stand seeing Adam Driver. And I can't stand him. I've also had, I think it was Joey, if you're still watching, say that actually Adam Driver got mad about wearing the mask. Or he went off on some Devo, and he was not even under the mask half the time in episode 9 because he was bitching. I mean, yes, I do. I don't. I mean, I don't. And I don't apologize for it. I won't. I don't. I mean, I really, really don't. I've been married to a Marine. It'll be 15 years in a couple of days. All right. The day after Celebration opens. We were married at the Sub Base Chapel in Hawaii, in Pearl Harbor, and we had our wedding reception on the fantail deck of the USS Missouri. And, you know, and no one makes Marine Corps blues look as good as my husband does. He retired as a colonel. You know, Gabriella, he's not an SJW from what I've heard. I just don't give a shit. I don't like him. I really wish someone would come out and say, this Reylo shit has to stop. Really, all right, Stig, you're 11 years younger than I am. Bite me, okay? Okay, you know, I wish I could say that. No, I mean, but you know what? I don't really care because I've been around Marines for the last 15 years. You know, I'm used to 19-year-olds saying ma'am to me. Even now when I go to the Army base and they see we've got the retired stickers, but they still see the gold eagles on that. And ma'am, You know, and if they know who I am, Mrs. Janicek. That's always respectful. I come out in public and it's like, you know, fuck you, old lady. When it's like, I'm not old. Hey, you know, do you talk to your mother like that? Don't. Oh, Gabriella, I love it. You know, they're the best. And I know Adam was a good Marine. I mean, he spent 4 years in the Corps. He got hurt. He couldn't deploy to Iraq like his unit was gonna. And awesome. But you know what? Take control of the situation and say, this is not happening. Stop harassing my wife. All right? And he has not said a word. Now, I know maybe they're trying to keep it down low, but we all know about it. You know, and that bothers me. I mean, God. Anyway, but no, I mean, they're the best. And I'm used to having the respect of people that, you know, 5 years ago, I'd have said, you get in your house. You get in your room. You get in your room right now. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to hear you for an hour. You come out and tell me what you did wrong. You know, that's me. All right? And I'm not above paling your ass. Okay? I mean, all right? You know, and you know, 19-year-olds now, it's like, are you okay? It's like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, little man? You know, I'm not even that old. I mean, I've had people go, you're 50? Yes, I am. You know? You don't do that to people. And I'm going to tell you something. We're the ones that are supposed to help bring in people to this mythology that is Star Wars. And we're the ones that are getting shit on because we don't like what they're doing, because they are retconning everything that George Lucas did because it wasn't good enough. It was too light. So we have to make Han look like an asshole and a moron, and Luke look like a coward. Okay. Oh, it does. Yes, I know I'm a spring chicken. Yep, it is. It is a slappable offense. You know, I've had, you know, and it's, you know, and the thing that bothers me is that, of course, Maz is right, brought up right. You know, you just don't, you know, and I don't, yeah, I know, Darwin, I know, and that's, you know, the thing is that people have to be fired. This has to be cleaned out. Drunk 3PO was talking to Lethal Lightning, and they were asking what we wanted to do. And I said, fire everybody. I said, fire them. Get rid of them. Fire them. Chuck Wendig got fired, and he didn't dox anybody. Brian Young did. Well, you don't, but you also don't act like an asshole if you're not sure. All right, which, that just happened recently. All right. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. But, you know, I'd fire him. That's what you have to do. That's what a professional would do. And that, you know, yes, he does. I'm hoping he does. I hope you're right, Ezio. I really, really do. I hope you're right. Well, Gabriella, he was caught in an underage gay porn chat. They ship Kylo Ren and General Hux. Go into the expose on the porno rape stuff I did in a video. It's on this channel. It's like, yes, they do. There is no accountability. Well, they ship on Lando, they ship on Luke. I'm pretty sure, you know, Harrison Ford and Mark are like, you know, I mean, you know, and yeah, we're the toxic fans. We are. I mean, yeah, and it really, really does. It yes. And, you know, I mean, Hire me. I'll be the president of Lucasfilm. Oh, they would love that. They would love that. I mean, the only people left standing would be Leland Chi and Dave Filoni and the guys that work in special effects and all that. And we'd all be going, it'll be like this. And I'm like, guess what? We're getting actual fans to work on this. No more bullshit. No more Twitter. Well, you know what? I'm really upset with JJ because, oh, they probably already do, Dave, do that. Mazarius, I really think that with Kathy Kennedy not understanding Star Wars, that was half the problem. Her wanting to do this feminist shit is also a problem. You know, all right, I'm going to ask you guys a question. We've got 9 minutes left. Here's a question for you. Was Star Wars against women? No. No. You look at the OT. You got Leia. You had to write a very specific character for Leia, for Mon Mothma. Then you could flesh out Mon Mothma and other things. But there's no way that she would be a bad character, female character. She just is who she is. And, excuse me, Leia is Leia. All right. You get into the PT, you've got Padme and other female characters. Oh, she does have a fear of real men. That's her problem. So you've got these real female characters written by a man, George Lucas. All right. I get along with George. My brother used to hang out with him, for crying out loud. You get into the Clone Wars TV show. Asajj Ventress, Ahsoka, Shakti, Luminara Unduli, my favorite Jedi female. Mara Jade in the EU. On and on and on and on. These powerful, well-rounded female characters. Jaina Solo, the daughter of Han and Leia. And yet, Star Wars didn't have any powerful female characters. They had no idea what the F they were talking about. And now we're stuck with this garbage. These stupid, feminazi, ignorant, I'm going to say it, drunk 3PL, lethal lightning, let me do this, fucking bitches who have no fucking idea, who are feminazis, who, sip Chardonnay, nibble, celery, and talk about, they just ignore us. And Mother Talzin, yes. All these women, and they have no idea who they are. So they shove a Rey down our throats with no reason for her to be that way. Hag up Leia. We get Vice Admiral Gender Studies. Trust me, I want somebody to send me one of her 6-inch Black Series figures, because I have something special for that bitch. Okay. On and on and on and on. These bullshit characters who aren't real women, they're cartoons. I want to ask y'all a question. How come a man writes better women than women do? Why? Because these bimbos, these slags, these feminazis, these misandrists really don't understand their own form, and George Lucas does. They're making a mockery of us. I mean, I want to ask you a question. Do you think Carrie Hart, who's gone now, Geek Girl Diva, Amy Vincent, a.k.a. Claudia Gray, know how to shoot a gun? Do you think they could take care of themselves in a bad situation? No. I hate them. I hate misanders. They're all misanders. Do you think I do? Yes, I do. You're goddamn right I do. Okay? Why? Because my father raised me right. Okay? All right. there's a difference. These women aren't really women. They think they're wannabes. And I really want one because, I don't know, the queen of the shithole, I mean, Kay dropping a load on her head. I had to sit there for a long time. And Kay would hold it back going, you really want me to do this? Like, I'd be following her around. I just stick her in a pile, the brand new fresh pile. There she is. And then the fire pit with the ultimately, yeah, I still have that Funko Pop, Dave. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I swear. I mean, I want to strike out. God damn it. You can be a feminine and a woman without hating men. You can explore your own individuality without hating men. Oh, Dave, what I'm gonna do to that Black Series character, you're gonna laugh your ass off. She's gonna be a candle with horse shit. I mean it. So hey guys, it just, Lucasfilm has got a problem. They're doxing people. They're saying, this is good, and what are we gonna, what's gonna happen at it is a cancer shit. It really, really is. Feminism, right now, it served a purpose 50, 60 years ago. Not even that, 70 years ago. Once we got the vote, once we got, our dad said, you want to learn how to drive? Okay, I'll teach you. When I was 12, dad asked me, I'll leave you with the story. My dad, John Wayne, 6'3", barrel-chested guy, was a commercial fisherman. He ran a trap line. He was the most outdoorsy man you'd ever meet in your life. I've eaten more different kinds of animals that I'll never tell you about in public. Maybe if Jessie Milestone's watching, she'll get to find out, because people will be like, "You actually ate that?" It's like, yeah, I did. No, he won't. No, he won't. Yeah, it'll be a fuzzy. It will be. But anyway, I was turning 12. I walk in the kitchen. He goes, so hey, Mr. Pete's channel. There he is. No, I haven't, but I eat it steak. But anyway, my dad goes to me. I walk in the kitchen. He goes to me, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, I want a horse. And he said, no, because it's not buying the horse, it's affording the board. Then he said, all right, name something else. I said, a hi-fi stereo, because I was already into music. I was singing, I was doing stuff. And he got quite an earful with a lot of the music I was listening to. He said, no. And then I said, clothes. And he said, your mother buys you enough. So I said, okay, what? And he said, what if I buy you a shotgun? There you go. He bought me a 20 gauge Remington Model 1100. And there you go. That's how I learned to shoot. And it literally is the best hobby besides horses a woman can get into. Of course it's dangerous. Horses are dangerous. But it's also a way to empower yourself as a woman without hearing these idiots who hate men, who, I'll do a video about that someday. And, about the feminists and their bullshit, and, the way they've ruined us girls, because I'm one of the girls they ruined. All right? I am. All right? Because I listened to them for a little while. I didn't listen to them the whole way, because I'd be like I'd look like a geek girl diva, but I always had the, no, I don't buy the whole thing. But my father was a critical thinker, okay? And my mom was too. Miss Rosie the Riveter from World War II. My dad was a World War II veteran. So I understand that whole thing. And I don't care what the Flying Casual says. He can kiss my tight. You guys there? Hello? Flying Casual can kiss my tight white German ass, American ass, Norwegian ass, Welsh ass, Jewish ass, because I think I do have, you know, my maiden name is Netzer, so there you go. I don't know, and that's an Ashkenazi Jewish name, so, you know. Oh, Euler Greg, I've known so many Korean War vets. It's a long story, but look, guys, I'm going to let you all go because I'm done. I'm exhausted, and we got stuff to do tomorrow. We'll probably go for a ride, and then I'm going to make the horse work a little bit because I let her off for 2 days, and we'll see what she does. And, you know, whatever. I mean, Star Wars is in a really bad place. Thank you, Mazarius. Oh, yes, we don't need an ROTG, a Rian Johnson trilogy. And honestly, I think Disney not saying a word about it gets it, but we don't know. But hey, you know, I'll be around later. And hey, Dave. Love you, man. Metal hands. Hey, Mike. Yes, you finally caught me live, and I'm about to shut down. Mike Alonso has a great podcast, by the way. I'm probably just going, ew. Maz, my God. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll stick around long enough for me to finish this. And, but tomorrow I'm just going to probably lunch the mayor. Oh, I would love to be back on the podcast. You know, Mike runs a really good podcast, and I've had a lot of fun with him. So when I get back on, I'll make sure you all know, so you all subscribe. You know, we could do it next week sometime. I just had my first one of those, Darwin, and I don't have another one for 10 years. And I'm like this. Of course, you lose about 10 pounds. And you get to eat a ginormous, like, disgusting hamburger and a couple of great big huge tankers of beer. And that's the only good thing about it. Okay. Now, man, you know, like we always say, you can't eat or drink what you want anymore. Okay? You can't. Okay, bug me about it later this weekend, and I'll be there, Mike. Star Wars is in a bad place. We've got people we've got their employees doxing people. There are other employees supporting it and following the news. I mean, the tweets are hilarious. We've got all kinds of shit going on. And Bob Iger just acts like nothing's going on. And, you know, a nice weather, Greg. Sounds like fun. I only smoke cigars anytime, rarely. They actually have started giving me bad hangovers, so I can't do it anymore like I used to. Like, my God, election night. No, it's not about Star Wars anymore. It's got to get back there, and this is why they're failing. I love the story, like, they're putting this thing out, like, there's so many people signed up for Galaxy's Edge that they're putting out wait lists and everything. It's like bullshit. Hey, Brett. Hi, Brett. Hey, man. I'm waving. Middle hands. You know, hi. Well, the trailer won't say shit. I mean, it really, really won't. I mean, it, you know, when Raylos dies, I'm going to get a hold of Jay and we're going to do a bong together. That's how, and I hate that shit, but I will smoke them. I will do that. You guys can all bet that on anything. He and I will get together to do that. All right? Hey, anytime. She's a good kid. You're raising a good kid, Brett. You really, really are. You and her husband are doing a good job. And if you need, I'll be the auntie. No, seriously. I hate this shit, but I'll be like, you know, yep. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna finish this puppy and then I'm done. I'll probably put something on TV and oh fuck Raylo. Craig needs to be wrong here. He really, really does. He needs to watch us because he really needs to be wrong. And if he's not, he needs to tell them they need to be wrong. Oh God, yeah. I mean, to the death of Raylo. Fuck that shit. All right. So this is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy. See you around the cantina. Please remember to tip those Wookiee bartenders 20%. Don't start any trouble in the cantina because when the Wookiee bouncers, who are ginormous, start shit, I can't pay for the damage is enormous.